Hi, Leather Rokk here with TabbyBoy and Ace the Cat back there. And today I just got back from a club. What else is new, right? And when I got home and I was getting ready to do my video, then one of my favorite fitness professionals came on JLTV and he had a workout, so I did a workout. And if you know anything about working out, it makes a person in a real good mood. So today I'm going to show you how I did this pink and purple eyeshadow look. Purple, if you didn't know already, is absolutely my favorite color. And I got all the colors in this look, on the eyes anyway, from one compact, from the B&H Cosmetics 6th edition tray to go. I love this little palette because this has so many of my favorite colors in the palette itself. And let me turn the light out for you so that you don't have some glare. It's got a really awesome purple here. It's got a hot pink. It's got a color that's not quite light enough for a person like me to use the highlight, but it's damn near close. It's got a real dark plum that can be used as a crease darkener. It's got a copper, and it's got some kind of a neutral, like I guess a metallic taupe color. So this is a pretty useful little palette, and when I saw they had this purple, and I was like, yeah, I gotta definitely wear this to the club tonight, and I figured I could do this video. So let's get to it. Okay, I'm gonna tie my hair back, and let's see if I have something real close I can grab onto, or if I have to find it someplace else. You would think I would have more things to tie my hair up around here. Oh, gee. No, I can't find. Oh, guess I'll use this. Alrighty. Now, got my trusty coconut oil. Not the stuff that has all the natural coconut smell because it's too refined, but it's still organic. Okay, here we go. Coconut oil. I hope I don't end up dropping some of this coconut oil on my laptop. That would not be good. Ah, speak of the devil. Yeah, this is taking a little bit longer to remove because I had some so-called waterproof eyeliner on. Which I don't know about being totally waterproof, but it did stay put for my workout. Let's see. Alright, I'm trying to find the layer of the stuff that I put on my eyelids so that this stuff grabs on. I got so many different things that I can use for that. Alright, I'll use something that I haven't shown you for a while. This is, and you know what, I'm not going to bother with the ampule, breaking that off and putting it on my face, because at the time that it is right now is 6:19 in the morning. So after I do this, I have to jump in the shower and try to get something approximating sleep. So if I skip a skincare product that I'm going to be washing off anyway, I think you guys can forgive me. Alright, this is the very end of a ELF all over cover stick. You know what? There's nothing even in that. Okay, so I will use a little bit of Sassy and Chic BB cream. I'll go ahead and I'll put that on my eyelid. But what I'll do to prevent it from drying down is I'll put a little bit of coconut oil on it. This coconut oil has so many uses. And I'll probably add something closer to white up near the brow bone to make sure that it actually is light enough, because so many of these things that are supposed to be light really aren't light enough for me. Okay. There's oil on my hand. Alrighty, now get this out of the way. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place this pink shade near my brow bone. I'm going to try not to touch the eyebrows themselves so that I don't make a big pink mess on my eyebrow, because that would kind of suck. And you see I'm kind of sweeping, not all over, I'm going almost to the crease. Okay, then I'm going to start with the lid itself. Now with this look, you don't need to go through the cutting of the crease or anything. All you have to do is get some eyeshadow onto the brush, and this brush that I'm using right now, this little brush is from B&H Cosmetics. It is from a little mini brush set. Now I'm going to apply it just, this pink I'm going to apply just on the lid, like from almost the crease to the lash line. Probably have to go over second time to make sure that it's nice and opaque. I have noticed that the looks that are the most subtle often tend to be the most complicated, and the looks that are more dramatic and more obvious can sometimes be the simplest looks to achieve. Now this is a brush that the handle is missing from it, and I have all these handles and all these brushes that are mismatched, and since it doesn't have a handle on it, it actually can fit inside the palette, which is kind of nice. See, that's the one advantage that eyeshadows that have applicators with them comes in handy, because then you always have something, an applicator for it. Okay, now you see what I'm doing? I'm going from the middle of the crease up a little bit. I'm sweeping, and I'm not going as high as the brow bone, but I'm still giving a nice obvious coverage here. This is not a subtle look. It's not trying to be a subtle look. I don't really like subtle looks, if you hadn't figured that out. I mean, I've expanded my repertoire because I have access to these palettes and all these products. And it doesn't hurt to have options. Like, say I went back to Hollywood next week and I started being a movie extra again, and say they had me doing some kind of normal role, I would have to have flesh tone, nude makeup shades for certain things. And with all these palettes that I have, I could do it now if I wanted to. Okay. Now, next step is the eyeliner. And I'm going to use what used to be my stock eyeliner, my favorite. For years I used the Maybelline UltraLiner Waterproof. But the last time I bought some, it seemed to me like they changed their formula. That it was no longer, I mean, this used to be so budge proof, so waterproof, didn't raccoon eyes, didn't do anything. And the last time I bought this, I went out to a music festival. It was a 2-day music activity, and people were grabbing me for photographs left and right. And I noticed that my eyelid was wet, and this eyeliner totally ran, it totally smudged. I mean, especially when it's summertime and you're dealing with the sun and the glare and the wind. The last thing you want to have to worry about is running eyeliner. And when people are grabbing you for photo ops and stuff, you can't have smearing makeup. And it just really bummed me out that a makeup product that I relied on for years, they had to change the formula. And I've talked to other people that have had similar experiences. TabbyBoy, stop that. Oh, am I ever going to do a video where I'm not yelling at one of the cats? TabbyBoy. Okay, I'm going to let him out. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop that. Meow. Yes. Oh, he's so bad. TabbyBoy, will you stop that? TabbyBoy. Okay. Now let me see if I have the mascara out. If I open up my eyes too big, it'll just smear all over. I had everything set out before I left for the club so that I wouldn't have to dig around. Oh, here it is. Here is a mascara I'm wearing. It is from LA Colors. It's their lash lengthening formula. It's this cute little tiny little thing. Fits in your hand. Well, if you didn't have a wonky hand like I do. But it really holds the curl. Without being waterproof, it's still very sturdy and doesn't seem to smudge. It stands up to a night on a sweaty dance floor. Now, I don't know if I'll still be using this once it turns summertime, because they say you shouldn't really keep a mascara more than 3 or 4 months. And I try not to have too many mascaras open at one time so that I can give them a chance to be used up before bacteria grows on them and they become unsafe. But I don't know how this will be in the absolute sweaty heat of the summer. It'd be interesting to see if I would still be able to use a non-waterproof formula like this, or if I will have no choice but to switch to waterproof once it gets to the point where I'm sweating. And considering that I don't have air conditioning where I live, it's hard to imagine that is uncomfortably chilly. Sometimes, even when it's not all that cold outside, it's still cold in the house because it's kind of drafty. Alright, what do you think? Now, I used the same contour color that I used the past couple of days. This is a CoverGirl Professional Eye Enhancers eyeshadow, and the color is called Jammin Improvisation. And all I did was I used a tiny little cheapo blush brush from a cheap blush compact that I used up years ago, and that was my blush, my contour. And for my highlight, I used this brush, and I used the Blacklight Highlight palette from B&H Cosmetics, and I actually used what might be the subtlest of the highlighters in the palette. This is a pink highlighter with pink flecks in it, and the brush here, and of course I'm reapplying it, but you see, even with the double application, that's not too much. A little bit here. What do you think? This is a very easy look, very easy, very dramatic. If you don't happen to have this particular palette, just find yourself a purple, a hot pink, and some kind of a highlight shade. It's a very easy look to do, and I think setting it off with the waterproof eyeliner or any suitable eyeliner just sets it off really nicely. And I know I've shown you this already, but this is what I use for my eyebrows. This is the actual color, but I use this applicator from the Black Cherry Revlon Color Stay Liquid Lip. Rub this on here, went over the eyebrows. That really is their shape, they just don't have the color like that. So that's how I did this makeup look. Oh, this is the actual foundation that I've been using. The L'Oreal True Match in W1 Porcelain. As far as I know, that's the lightest shade they have. It is opaque enough that I did not need to use an under eye concealer or anything. I didn't use powder or anything else. I just used that. Oh yes, I did use blush. I actually decided to use the pink blush from the Wild and Alluring palette. This I use from this more than anything else. So that's how I got the look. TabbyBoy, you want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye? Want to say goodbye to my cat? Oh, he's a brat. He ran under my bed. He said, like, fuck this, right? Okay. Well, would you like to say hello to Ace? Look at Ace. Here's my baby. Hi. How's Ace doing? How's Ace doing? Say hi. Okay. If you like these videos, please, I'd love to have you subscribe. Then hit that bell notification thingy. If you do, you will be notified as soon as I make my next upload. I produce new content Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I'd love to have you join me along in my adventures. Until then, talk to you soon. Bye.